Okay, so this is question A-1 on the 2020 mock exams found on StudyClicks. Yes, so let's get going. So question is, 3D graphic shows a windsock, which you can see at runways or airports. The sock is in the shape of a frustum of a cone, so a section of a cone. The plan and partial elevation of a similar sock is shown here. A change in wind direction has happened, and the sock is now pointing in a southeasterly direction, which means it's pointing at 45 degrees southeasterly, so this way, which means that this is going to rotate southeasterly. So first things first, we need to find that axis upon which this sock is going to rotate. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my set square. I'm going to use my set square, my 45 degree here, and I'm going to set up my southeasterly axis just there. I'll just label that southeast, and then I'm going to rotate all my points down and across. I'm going to complete the plan. So just using the compass, rotate these down. So here's the center point. The quickest way to do this will be to just do one end and then the other end, and hopefully you'll see what I mean now in a second. So there's the end. Obviously the end is now going to be perpendicular to our axis, so I'm going to draw the end now perpendicular between that circles. There we go. So now I have this line here, it's now 45 degrees pointing southeasterly. I want to do the same with this one. So what I can find out is that this point here moved that far. Hopefully you can see that. Moved. Need to extend that a little bit more, just to there. So if I step this here, that means that that should be where that point moves to, and this is where that point moves to. And that should give me an accurate end of my cone, like so. And then if I join it back, I have the plan just about finished. All I need to do now is all my lines which are going to be parallel or perpendicular to the axis, the center line, like so. And the last one there. There we go, there's the plan finished. And that's part A, and that is worth, I'll just get the marks, that is worth 10 marks. So that's 10 out of 20 already just for doing that. The second point, we need to find now what this looks like in our elevation. So with that, what we're going to need is, it's obviously not going to be a circle because it's going to be tilted, or it's offset, so we're going to see an ellipse. We need to find certain points on that in order to be able to construct it. Because it's so small, I'm nearly sure that the points that we already have will do. So we're going to need to find basically a point on the lower axis, point on the left hand, right hand, and the upper axis as well, the upper edge of the cone, or generator as you would call it. So what we'll do, we know that every point in plan is directly below in elevation, so what I'm going to do is this point here will obviously be here, so it's going to be on this axis just here. Similarly, so will this point. So there we go, we already have 2 points on that curve, and then these two here, so the 2 points here, which would be there and there, will just be up the same distance and down the same distance as this. well, no, actually they'll be up. What distance will they be? They'll be up this distance here, because this is rotated. That will be narrower, so we need to take this distance, which will be the radius of that circle, the frustum of the cone there, and we'll step that up and down. There we go. You can see now that it's a little bit taller than it is wide, and I can finish that curve as accurate as I can, like so. And now if I find the same with this one over here, I can join them back and then project off my other points as normal. So first off, I'm going to project off all my points. So again, the edge, the other edge, don't really need it here. We have the upper and the lower point. Again, this should take no more than 12 minutes usually. This year being 2021, you can get away with 20 minutes spending on this, a minute per mark. So now we found that. I have a point here. Excuse me. And I have a point which will be this radius down, and the same this radius up. So I'm going to take that radius again. Set my compass. Like so. Take that radius. Sorry, turn off all focus. I'm going to step it down and up. Oh. Because my pencil lead is a little bit short, so I'm going to extend that a little bit. Oh, just broke it. Never mind. I was going to extend it, now I'm not. I just have to do there for now. So now I have the lowest point and the upper point. I can just join them. Join them to there. Into there, and similarly now I'll be able to identify all the lower points if I follow a line up. There's one here, there's another one, and the final lower point. Sorry, that shouldn't be there, that should be the center point. It's this one here. This one is here. And then I just need to complete the curve, starting at the lower point, going around, lower point, going around. And there we go. The cone is complete. It says hidden detail is not necessary, but I'll just put it in here just to show where that point will be. So there. And that will be the end of the cone. Okay, there we go, 20 marks. 10 plus 10. Hope this helped.